media owners and media publishers. This is also known as democratization of information. This democratization of information has changed not only the transformation of the public sphere, but also our experience, our worldview, the way we perceive our world, and our own subject position as an entity who are an audience, as a consumption, audience of media consumption. And this is what Langbai has once said, mediatization. This is what we call the new media mediatization of our environment, the environmentalization of new media in our immediate surrounding. But looking at the global market share of different media organizations in comparison to new media and old media, we can still see there is a large monopolization of ownership even in new media. Then my question is, has knowledge and information been really democratized? To be more particular, has international information flow has changed? Now when I'm talking about international information flow, there are lots of work, rich tradition of researches starting from Lazarsfeld and Laswell in 1950s, International Press Institution, 1960s, Schramm Smith did his study earlier, 1970s, Galton and Rouge's structural analysis of information form in international scenario. We have many voices, one world in 1980s, 1990s and early 2000s saw the Shoemaker's news determinant analysis, and recently a researcher from Israel, Segev, he has contributed interesting studies in international information flow. So in this structure, in this rich heritage, what is missing was whether this international information biasness, information flow bias still exists in the online media that we are so much talking about, that it has democratized the world, that has given power to the hand of the people. So my hypothesis is this, where I'm concentrating on how I'm analyzing it. I'm selecting one single event and I'm trying to see if that event is being presented by different news houses in different ways, coming from different nations. And if there is a variance, then on that process I'm trying to detect, procure and analyze different instances of different information flow and variance in coverage. So my sample event is Arab uprising. The sample period is the first 60 days of the Arab uprising, the date is mentioned, and the sample media houses, the newspapers, news sites that have analyzed from different nations. These are the sample sites, news sites from 5 different nations. This choice of this selection of the sample has been done based on the World Newspapers Editors Association's data on the most popular news sites of each nation, and keeping in mind the geopolitical relationship between the nations, also the availability of daily updated English language websites. And the method is comparative content analysis. So comparative content analysis based on this 7 basic variables. So I'm going to the result now, which will take a lot of time to discuss.